Part of me wants to be like, this is who I think it'll win, but I haven't gone through all my stuff. But like, my personal money is on Gonzaga. Like,
Oh
I think they'll at least make the championship game. Like, they're just too much better than everybody else so far. Like, they'd
yeah.
have to have a really bad game. Dudes have to get hurt or something.
Yeah. And if you go like pound for pound, I their bracket is was set up for them to have the easiest road, but it's almost like by far the easiest road. Like a lot of the major teams that are in here, they've already beat.
Hmm.
Like they already beat Iowa, they already beat Kansas. Like the
Like,
big names, they've already crushed.
here's what I like about like how Mark Few does it and like how they did it. Like they were trying to schedule everybody. Like they would have gotten Baylor, but like folks got COVID,
Yeah.
and like so that didn't happen.
I think this is what I also appreciate about Mark Few and what he did this year. Mark Few put everybody on his calendar. He thumped everybody. And he didn't have to. Like, I think if he would have went the way he needed to for Jalen Suggs individual draft stock and maybe like Corey Kispert. But personally for him to go win like the championship, he ain't have to give us all these goods. Like he had to give us all these games. He ain't have to give us Kansas, Iowa for real. I think Gonzaga just off like sheer dominance. Even if they would have played like 3 or 4, and then they would have just went around and just knocked out mid majors. I think they would have been so dominant that they still would have deserved the number 1 seed.
Maybe like I think one I feel like to be Mark Few or a dude like him, or I suppose to a lesser extent McDermott, like
Mhm.
the dude who stays at that team like builds them up. Like you have to have a certain mindset, right? And
Yeah.
like with you, it's like we're good. I know we are good. We are playing everybody. Like you have to, and like the thing is, it's a thing where it's just like if nothing else, right? When they get to Selection Sunday, or like after we've like run through our conference, because we are far and away the best, even though there's another top 25 team here, like that nobody like they can't say we didn't play anybody, even though like there are apparently a handful of people somewhere in the world making that very strange argument. I think it's just recency bias because
How's that even
uh,
recency bias? Like, did you like you didn't even got to scroll back that far to see who they played? That's like 10 games ago.
I mean like yeah, but it's also like further back
Yeah.
in terms of like time. And I think for a minute there were people who would argue that like Baylor was better than Gonzaga, and that was part of it because like Gonzaga like was whooping people like the people that people cared about on the front end.
Hmm.
Baylor had to do like did most of theirs on the back end, and then they lost some games, but prior to that they'd still basically been one of the best teams. Like so they're still a 1 seed.
Yeah.
Um,
How many number 1 seeds do you think are going to get to the final weekend? I feel like this is almost a dumb question because I know for me, I could pencil in two two teams right now, and that's Baylor and Gonzaga. Just looking at their bracket, um, I'm not. I don't think Gonzaga will have a scare until the Sweet 16. Um, and then Baylor's going to have their challenge early in the second round, as far as I'm concerned, and they might be able to thump their way to the Final Four from there.
I feel like if they win 2 games, they're probably going to like if they get to the Sweet 16, they're probably getting to the Final Four.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In fairness, like even though like usually like I'm always rooting for the underdog, I kind of want to see that Baylor Gonzaga game that we
Hmm.
didn't get because like it it will be if it happens, it'll be amazing.
Yeah, just from like a strictly fan standpoint, I want that collision because it there's more storylines that just pump up, and hopefully, like the players are listening, so you naturally gonna get that feeling. It's a Final Four matchup, pretty much. But like, just adding on that little sugar on top. I mean to tell me we was already supposed to tell everybody who's number one this season, but COVID happened. But we get to do it again. Like it's destined. It's destined. That's as far as I'm concerned. If these two match up, that's the championship game. The one
Yeah.
we watch afterwards, like whether win lose or draw, we saw the best two teams play against each other.
Oh, let me see something right quick. Wait, are they on the same side?
They're not.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
Because like I really want it to be a championship game and not like a Final Four game. Um,
But yeah, I'm tripping. They're not on the same side. That is the
yeah,
championship game. Oh,
yeah.
that's a tad lame. That's a tad lame. That's
Oh
a.
no, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I don't know.
It's like after running through everybody, the two best teams in the country, go head to head to see who gets to bring home a banner.
Yeah.
It wouldn't it be
So
the first banner for either team?
I. That's a good question. Let's see.
I know it'd be the first for Gonzaga.
Baylor University.
I'm pretty sure
Fast.
Baylor only got good at basketball fairly recently.
Yeah, the first time I really remember hearing about Baylor making some noise was like 2012, 2013. And they have not. They have lost. They lost one time in 1948.
Ah,
Now, they made it to the Final Four the last time in 1950.
both before my parents were born, or
Yeah.
your parents were born.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. uh, shoot. Elite 8 2012, Sweet 16 2017, 32 2019, and, the rest of the stuff doesn't matter.
Also, completely unrelated to the tournament because like they're not in it, but Duke will be missing the tournament for the first time in 26 years.
It's okay.
Like Kentucky will also be missing it for the first time in a while. But Kentucky was worse, so much worse.
Oh, no. This,
Once again, Calvin McGowan, hope you enjoyed yourself. Um, if you are watching on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, leave something in the comments. Um, you can also listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. You made it this far, once again, thank you. I hope you got a lot done of whatever it was you were working on while listening to this. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.